here. I just wanted to visit a little bit because we need to put an end to the corruption in the courts. And at present, we need to discuss Judge David E. Reich of Bismarck, North Dakota, South Central Judicial District Judge. I have filed complaints on him. He has retaliated against me to the point of he won't let me have a hearing. He gives the ex anything he asks for, exactly how he asks for it, although there's no evidence of any wrongdoing on my part because none exists. However, I have ample evidence, expert reports, and witnesses available to show what is actually going on and the truth of matters, but David Reich refuses to grant me my lawful rights of access to the court for redress of grievances, for being able to go up against my accuser and to defend against my accuser and his false allegations. I know, David Reich, that you are aware that you are violating my rights, and in fact you are committing acts of felony under federal law. Now, I've asked you to recuse yourself multiple times. You don't care if you're violating my rights. You don't care that you're assisting in holding a child hostage from me without rights to do so, without due process. Nothing. I went to the North Dakota Supreme Court judges also, and Penny Miller, the clerk there, I expect her to be dirty. Somebody proved me wrong. But she won't let me file. She says it's the Supreme Court judges. However, I've seen nothing for a signature from any one of them. So either they're hiding and sending out Penny Miller to take the fall for them. Perhaps they're offering her up for that position, or she's just doing it all herself. Penny Miller's hands are into way too many facets of the court. Secretary of this, secretary treasurer of that division, board of law examiners. She's one of the higher ups on that. She's the top end of everything. So either they put her in a position to take the fall for everything that they're doing that is unlawful and is actually federally punishable, or she is there as that position on her own accord. North Dakota judges, Supreme Court judges, the North Dakota sites online, if you were to Google Court of Appeals, they say they have a 3-person panel. That's a lie. In my investigation, I have found that they have not used that at least since 2007, and actually it was prior to that, before the time before that they've used it. It says that it exists. It does not. The North Dakota State Supreme Court handles the appeals. There's a lot of lies being committed by these judges because there is not any oversight. I am demanding somebody, reach out and grab somebody else that would be able to assist in these matters. We need to write letters to the North Dakota Supreme Court, the bar. They've said, oh, we don't oversee anybody. Well, you should be. And there's no oversight. They voted down the ethics committee. They repealed things that they should have allowed in for oversight. They're, it's just the fox guard in the hen house, or it's nothing at all. Everybody belongs to the same bar, the same board. There's no neutral third-party oversight. Judges are making fatal errors. The only judge lately that they've gone against is Cynthia Phelan. She actually didn't fall for the father's rights propaganda and went against the grain, and they kicked her out, took her license or whatnot for several months, I believe. 3 months or more. I'm not real sure where that ended up. I believe she is back in. The continuing education credits that any of them do take, if they do take it, are led by the AFCC. The AFCC are the Association for Family Conciliation Courts. They are the ones pissing in the pool, poisoning everything, and training judges and attorneys how to slam moms, steal their children, and then go reap the benefits of the financial funding from the federal level and then also the state matching funds. I've reached out to Senator Heitkamp in North Dakota, Congressman Kevin Kramer, and Senator Hoeven. The Attorney General's office, Liz Brocker, I believe is her name. She will not let me talk to the Attorney General whatsoever. One time I did ring right into his desk. Somehow he was willing to talk to me about the issues that were taking place. Since that time, she will not let me talk to him. I sent a letter for Freedom of Information request according to federal and state laws. She told me, this Liz Brocker from North Dakota Attorney General's office told me she did not have to follow the federal rules in the Freedom of Information Act request because they have their own rules. Even though it's regarding federal funding, she flat told me they do not have to follow the federal rules. I found that fascinating. I have found a multitude of broken links in all of the links between this office and that office. Everybody thinks that somebody's there to help, and nobody is helping. There aren't any mother's rights attorneys. There isn't anybody helping moms. They're all geared to help the fathers so that they can pretend that they're requiring services to help make this man a better parent, and they swipe the money. I believe there's problems with the antitrust laws, honest services fraud, extortion. There's a number of federal crimes being committed that are federally punishable, and yet nobody's looking into this. It's time we take a stand and take back our rights. It's time that we start, ringing the bells on all of this corruption, turning in these judges and these attorneys, and putting an end to their, wreaking the havoc that they are on families in court. I hope that you will saddle up and help us out. It's going to take us all to make a change, even for one child. Thank you.